This is a different kind of election story, the kind that takes you behind the stage makeup and negative ads to see what really happened inside the campaigns to become San Diego's next mayor. This is a story about the men behind the men, how they saw the candidates, how they ran the campaigns, and how they have some regrets. Tom Shepard is the man behind Bob Filner's success. He's built a reputation over 30 years in San Diego, and it's earned him the moniker Darth Vader of local politics. Jason Rowe is the man behind Carl DeMaio's narrow loss. Rowe brags about how he's been called the worst person in the world. Let's begin with the winner.
I got involved in politics originally.
Shepard is known for getting moderate Republicans elected as mayors in San Diego. For the 2012 mayor's race, he actually started out strategizing for Assemblyman Nathan Fletcher in the primary. But when Fletcher, the Republican turned independent, lost out, Filner, surprisingly, came knocking.
The decision to work with Bob was a difficult one that I struggled with for some time.
That decision damaged Shepard's relationship with the Republican Party, and it lost him clients and personal relationships. So why'd he do it?
I felt, as many San Diegans probably did, that these were not my two choices for mayor going in, but we still had to make a choice.
Jason Rowe, DeMaio's campaign consultant, would disagree.
Tom Shepard has the benefit of, not having any soul when it comes to ideology. He'll work for anybody that will pay the guy.
Rowe's consulting firm, called Revolvis, is national. It represented 20 Republicans this election cycle and got trounced on Election Day. For Shepard and Rowe, consulting is both business and personal. And Rowe's professional assessment is DeMaio was the right man for the job.
We felt Carl had developed, I thought, a really great brand when it came to reform and transparency and all the things that, they're buzzwords in a lot of places, but here they mean something that the average person on the street understands.
The two consultants had more in common than they knew. Both had to coach their clients on softening their abrasive personalities. Both said their candidates matured in the process. And both probably set a record for debates, creating some classic moments.
Bob, I just hope, come on out. I know you lost the coin toss.
Filner's refusal to come on stage during a debate because he didn't agree with the rules of the coin toss gave DeMaio time for a solo conversation with the audience.
All right, thank you, Bob.
Is that your opening statement?
Then there were the ads.
I'm a congressman and can do whatever I want.
Carl DeMaio is too extreme to be trusted.
Shepard and Rowe think the other crossed the line in a few instances, and they both have some regrets. Rowe regrets telling DeMaio to hound Nathan Fletcher over an ethics commission investigation, which turned out to have been closed. Then there was the infamous Lily Pond incident, in which Filner's campaign falsely accused DeMaio's partner of criminal activity. Some thought it was a disguised attempt to highlight DeMaio's sexuality.
All I could say about that is I think there were things said that should not have been said about that were not, were not vetted and were not based in fact.
In the end, Shepard says Filner's biggest challenge is building a team that he trusts.
To be effective as mayor, you've got to build a really strong team because it's impossible to micromanage that job. His biggest challenge is building a team that he trusts and that's capable of executing his vision.
Rowe doesn't believe that for a second.
And this guy's got no plan, and he does not have the temperament to be a chief executive.
As for Carl DeMaio, he hasn't said what he plans to do next, and if Rowe knows, he isn't sharing. He just gave us one assurance.
I don't think we've seen the last of Carl by any stretch of the imagination.